So I wanted to show what my friend Ellen from the YouTube channel Winding Leaf blessed me with. She ordered from Amazon and had sent to me 4 books. I asked her what her recommendations were for reading about literature, our past history, how plants hobbyists used to do it back in the day. And so, me being a Jane Austen fan, and she didn't even know it. I told Ellen, I love Jane Austen, Pride and Prejudice, Sense and Sensibility. Can't even think off the top of my head right now. Emma. Oh man. Persuasion. Yes, Persuasion is one of my favorites. But it says, this is the first one I'm going to start reading. And it even says right there, a Jane Austen novel. So I will love this one. I am going to read this one first. My friend Jim Meeker asked about what kind of books these are. So here's one, Jim, for you. This is the first one I'll read now. It's a really hefty book. And with someone who has my eyesight, this will take me a while, especially how busy I am right now, but I am going to read it. Even if it's a couple pages a day, I'm going to read this. The second book that Ellen blessed me with, now the last 3 are written by the same authors, is this one right here. So I'm going to be really excited about all of this. Me and Ellen talked about how nowadays, we complain about how slow the mail is and internet. And Ellen had a good point. She just said, back in the days, these kind of days, they would write letters. They had no way of communication. They had to get their plants and mail each other. Then that ship that would mail the letters would go across seas, get their plants, and then mail back, and then sail back. And it took a couple months, to get everything, the books, letters, plants, all of this stuff. And, kind of something to think about and chew on if we really think about complaining how our food isn't fast enough, internet's not fast enough. Just, why isn't my plant getting here? I'm guilty of that too, so I'm not trying to call anyone out. But here is the other book that she blessed me with as well. It will take me a while to read all of this stuff, but I'm excited. I feel very, very blessed that I have all these to go through. And then that's what I wanted to show you. Another thing that I got for my plants this month is this guy right here. Sorry, I'm whispering. My daughter is asleep and I'm out in the living room and she can hear everything. This is my brand new addition to my living room. Sorry about the cords behind it. This is a Levoit warm and cool mist humidifier. I cannot more highly recommend this type of humidifier. It's got 2 nozzles up above, so you can swivel them however way you want. They both go in different directions, so you can have both of them pointing that way, both of them pointing that way, separate directions or towards you. It's got 3 levels of heat. It's got the ranges of where you want the humidity to stay at, the auto button, so it'll stay between the humidity that you want it. Right now I have set at 65 in my living room, and this is a pretty spacious area. The only thing is I need to grab a table, sturdy table for it to sit on, because it being this close to the floor right there, the mist gets on my floor and it makes it a little damp. And so I want to get it so it can sit higher up so that more of it's going up in the air and not just falling, going boom. Yes, my dog has her own baby bed. So then the next thing I got, look at that mess, is this guy. I know it's not plant related, but I got this guy right here. Sorry, I'm shaking. I'm moving backwards. So right now I have just kind of a messy plant corner. And we have that big guy right in the middle of our wall. And then I have some other decorations that are going to be going up. Yeah, little by slow, we are getting everything done. Alrighty, let's jump into the plants, shall we? Like always, my friends, I already cut open my boxes and I've left everything in place. I haven't brought anything out of the box and wanted to save that for on film. I am first going to open up, it's called, sorry, I'm reading the letter, Potted Succulents recommendation. This is from Western Succulents and I got this off of Etsy. So from the top of the box, it looks like this. That's the plant right there. It looks really weird. I touched it and I thought I was touching a freaking animal. Okay, so I'm just really careful. I don't want there to be any type of bugs. I know this place probably doesn't have them, but how are we gonna do this? So here is one of them. I was just looking to see if I could see any kind of mealybug or pest. My husband is on his way home right now, so I'll have him double check these because my vision is not the best. These little guys are called Kalanchoes. At first I thought they were called Kalanchoes. But no, they're actually called Kalanchoes, which I'm a newbie. I do not have any type of succulent. The reason why, what drew me to these guys, let me see this other one. They look in great shape. The reason what drew me to these guys was because they are not picky with type of soil that they are in. And they do okay in partial shade, which I thought was fantastic because I have only east and west facing windows. I think I'm going to put these in my west facing window because that's usually the warmer part of the day for our house. And I'm going to put them in a windowsill, not touching the windows because it is cold now in Washington. But I really like these guys. Also, I want to add that these guys, as long as you give them a big enough pot, can get up to 9 feet tall. They are very slow growers, so that's not going to happen for another 10 years or more. But I thought it was really cool. They have fuzzy, velvety leaves. They're kind of like this green, brown color. And I think the older they get, they start to look more gray. This plant also goes by fang and elephant ear. I know it goes by a couple of others, but those are what I know it by. So I got 2 of these Kalanchoes. I think they are gorgeous. They came in great condition. Nothing is wrong with them. This is my next plant. Sorry about Ralph. This is a common plant for a lot of you. You can buy this plant at Home Depot, Lowe's, any big box store, any small hardware store, anywhere you can basically find them. But when I saw this plant at my other nurseries, it was pretty beat up. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Oh, cool. Okay, I'm going to show you something. This plant is zip tied. I'm just checking him for bugs. He looks in beautiful condition. This next plant I absolutely love. He is a common one. A lot of you already have him. Just can't figure out these little ties she has around him. She did have signs of pest damage on her. That was the only concerning part. And then my husband found a snail on this plant. Other than that, she came in great condition. I removed a couple of her leaves that were down at the bottom. You probably saw them when I brought her out of the box. Decided to remove those, wiped her down with some neem oil just in case. The directions said not to repot her until a couple days had gone by. And her soil was pretty wet. She came from Florida. And it recommended you to water her when you first got her, but she was soaked. Removed all of her dirt and repotted her in a bigger planter. She's in a nursery pot, but I also placed her in terracotta. I did not want her to sit in that soil just due to the fact that there was already a snail that came out of it. I just felt safer repotting her. Now she may go through some damage. It is not growing season, so I hope I didn't damage her or traumatize her too much. I think she'll be fine. I've heard that these are pretty hardy plants. So here's to hoping. But I think she's absolutely gorgeous. I have not regretted it at all. And she is looking lovely. I'm hoping maybe even throughout the off season or the wintertime, fall time, that she will give me maybe one new leaf. I don't know if that ever happens. I would love any comments below. I know that they like direct sun when they're outside, and then bright indirect sun while they're inside the home. Or did I say outside they like direct sun? They can take direct sun when they're indoors, but not as much. And so I have her in an east facing window. But for the fall time, since it feels like winter already in Washington, I have taken her from the front, which is the east, gets east morning sun, and then I bring her in the back window over here where she will get west sun in the fall time and winter time. And then over here, don't mind my messy counter, I was watering plants today. I'm going to show you these guys. These are my Kalanchoes. I think the older that they get, they will become more silvery or metallic looking. They are kind of this brownish greenish, not very eye-catching. These plants can reach up to 9 feet tall. And I'm pretty sure I said in the beginning when I was unwrapping them that they can take partial shade. And that's what drew me to them at first, because I only have the east and west facing windows. So I have them in the I have them in a west facing window. That sun seems to be hotter, and that's why I have them in that in my kitchen window back here. And I mean, here's to hoping. This is the second round of succulents that I'm going to be trying. I've had one echeveria. Sadly, I killed it. I cannot take care of succulents. And this goes by elephant ear. I think I'm going to refer to this guy as Fang. I love that name. If you can see on the, try not to spill the soil. On the undersides, it has these weird fang-like markings. I love it. And if you guys see any mealybugs, please tell me, because I literally, I don't know what to look for. And I know that mealybugs love succulents and cacti. I do know that I need to find out how to clean the leaves on these guys, because I don't know. I mean, do I get like a little brush? Because by blowing on the leaves, it doesn't work. You can see them how fuzzy they are in the photo. So, Any kind of care tips would be great. I know these guys also prefer, I mean, they're not too picky about what soil they're in, just as long as they stay more on the dry side. All right, you guys, these are some of the new additions to my family and my plant babies. Please leave all your comments down below. Please don't forget to subscribe or like this video. And we will be talking later and soon. I get some more plants later this week, so I'm super excited. So love you all. Bye.